unmute myself, and there I go. Say something. Make sure I got your volume up.
Mic check, mic check.
There we are. All right. Welcome in everybody to Intelligent Aces episode number 24.
24?
24. As always, I am your host, Main Ace Chase, the main ace of Intelligent Aces, and alongside me
Is Ellipticus from Space News Network.
one of these days we'll get that non-pregnant pause out of the way. One of these days, we'll just roll right into it.
It was gonna be today, but I screwed it up.
One of these days. How's your week been going, man? Have a
It's
good
been
holiday
going
weekend?
amazing. Yes, the holiday weekend was great. It was hard to return to work on Tuesday, but I did it because I've got a strong work ethic. But I had a great day yesterday in Apex. I finally made it back to Plat, and there's like 30 something days left, so I might make Masters.
Nice. I'm struggling with my ADD gaming going on. I've got I even jumped back into like Armored Core 6, which I haven't touched in months, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just play this, and I'm just cycling through games. Like I can't find anything that holds my attention very long. I was playing. I'm on a Minecraft server with some people, and I got a cool little city and stuff that I get posted up in, but like I don't know if I can just make that grind or whatever.
And
Popping
just
them
keep building.
blocks. Yeah.
I love Minecraft.
I like it too. It's just one of them things.
I get once I go in, it's like holy crap! Did 4 hours just really pass? I did build a beautiful tower
That's kind
that
of where I'm
touches
at.
the
Like,
heavens.
well, my ADHD brain gets. I'm like, I need to do this, to do this, to do this, to do this, to do this. Like, I just create an infinite number of things that I need to do. I need to farm this thing to get this thing to make this thing. I'm like, it sucks. It kind of kills me. Kind of kills me. Uh, Trying to get a guest on, they all were busy, so with just the two of us tonight.
Just the two of us.
Try to keep this going. I need to reach out. You remember the podcast we rated a couple weeks ago when we recorded on Wednesday, Gamers Weekly or whatever thing it
Oh
was.
yeah,
I'm gonna try to reach out to them and see if I can't get one of them on the podcast, or because I think they record on Wednesday nights
that would be
normally.
super cool.
I try to jump into their stream every Wednesday.
Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah,
All right,
we got 2 more weeks until we hit half a year of doing these.
it's awesome, man.
Yeah, half a year. Weekly podcast. I need to do more stuff streaming wise. I missed Make Shit Monday because of the holiday, and I just forgot what day it was.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I was just, and then
I
like,
took a day off completely.
well, I worked. I did stuff around the house or whatever, but I didn't actually. I just forgot about Monday, and then Tuesday I was like, oh, I should stream, and I just didn't. And then Wednesday I was like, oh, I'll probably stream tonight, and
Well, we did play that game, the early access mode for
oh, the first
what was
Descendant,
that?
the first
The
Descendant.
first Descendant, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was really fun. If you enjoy like the Warframe kind of like what is that war
Yeah, it's definitely
hammer
Warframe.
30,000
No, not like Warframe crossed with like Destiny, and there some other stuff thrown in.
Destiny, yeah.
Definitely a Destiny. It was the
But
looter
the guns,
shooter.
I like the guns controlled a lot better than Destiny's, in my opinion.
Um, I'm gonna call bullshit on that one
I like those guns
because
better.
I think that Destiny has some of the best shooting mechanics uh,
Oh my
of
god.
any first-person shooter, and I will say that with confidence. I do think their shooting mechanics are some of the best. Now that being said, some of their other decisions on their game maybe not the best.
Maybe
Uh,
not.
but First Ascendant does feel really good. Like it feels really tight. So there was a Twitter post. Um,
But now it's gone. When will it come back?
so trying to find post. Here it is. Um, Come on. So they pinned this post May 27th, which was the day after the thing went off. Let's see. This here. Window. Okay. So yeah, here was they made a post the 27th, which was 3 days ago, which would have been Monday because the Tuesday so it was Tuesday or Monday, right? It was Saturday, Sunday was the test, and they were offline Monday because I planned on playing it all day Monday. Then I logged on first thing Monday morning, and it was like, oh, the beta's over.
Yeah.
So thank you, Descendants. We're so grateful for your enthusiasm and feedback toward our final technical test. We will be back this summer with more improved and plentiful content. Please look forward to our surprising news June 7th.
June 7th.
June 7th. So is that it's a Friday. So next next podcast and then the day after on Friday, of course, will be the news. We may do a special live stream or something and react to it.
Special live stream.
So I'm speculating they're going to announce uh, the actual um,
Release date.
yeah.
It'd be cool if they just did a quick shadow drop. Like, by the way, at the end of this, it'll be available. Thank you guys. We love you.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna actually just, which is many technical. Like I said, this is like the third beta that they've done. Um, they may do an early access. I would imagine it's free to play, so like once it launches, even if it is early access. It's not like you have to.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm just getting confirmation in now from Space News Network from Virelia 5. The automatons have been defeated after a string of defeats. Helldivers 2 players have defeated the automatons again on Virelia 5 to unlock the new Emancipator exosuit mech. It's official.
I saw that article.
It's official.
You know, it kind of sucks too because I really want to get back into Helldivers, but without a crew to play with, it doesn't feel that fun. Right. Nobody else really wants to jump back in. It's kind of a crazy thing.
But with a mech,
well, I already had one mech. I guess the Emancipator one's like the dual autocannon mech. I think is what it is. I don't know. I'm not as hyped for it as I was like a month ago. And then
it's a mech stratagem.
Yeah. So I already had one mech stratagem with like a rocket launcher and a minigun or whatever. This is the second one. It's like a different variant, I guess.
So we unlock planets and we get new stratagems.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely giving you enough newer content or whatever. But it's just like I said, there's certain people just play it all the time and they're high level and shit, and I haven't played it in weeks. Like I just haven't touched it.
Oh, the automatons are less popular. So that said, however, it was far from given. This coming from GamesRadar.com. It was far from given that the community would be able to earn this particular reward. Several orders have passed uncompleted in recent weeks. And while there are a lot of factors behind that particular trend, it didn't necessarily bode well for the ability to pass this latest one, especially since automaton focus is inherently less popular with large numbers of players. People want to kill fucking bugs. That's what it comes down to.
I think bugs are more fun. The automatons can just like they see you all the time. They pick you up from like their freaking ranged attacks are ridiculous.
Yeah. Nevertheless, that does mean the dual cannon Emancipator exosuit Helldivers 2 mech is now available. Democracy. That's right. For players to call in as a stratagem, it looks like a significant improvement over the previous mech, given the 2 cannons instead of the 1. and leaked footage. It can be seen sending repeated rockets into a Bile Titan, which does seem like a good way to get set up from a distance, even if the mechs are still perhaps a little less mobile than you might need for close quarters combat.
So I watched the state of play on Jake Twitchin's stream, and I know you jumped in. I don't know when you came in.
I was pretty late. I think I came in at right before Astro.
Oh, so it's right before the end, then basically.
Yeah,
So this one, let
I
me show
didn't see
you.
much.
This was kind of the beginning. I didn't catch all of it. I caught the very end of the first. Well, and I wasn't really paying attention to. So, are you ready for a new first-person shooter from Sony?
Oh my god, is it EA?
No, it's
Oh,
it's a Sony game, I think. It's best
oh.
working. So this is from this
Sony.
Concord. Can you hear it? I can't hear it. Hang on, it's muted. Can you hear that?
Not yet.
I don't know why. I don't know why sound doesn't stream, bro.
I don't know why. Ladies
Also,
and gentlemen,
share
boys
tab
and
audio.
girls, stay tuned as we experience technical difficulties.
Share tab. Uh, share a tab or screen instead. Share screen. Oh, hang on. I saw the deal. I didn't click the button. Hold on. I'm still figuring this out here. Share my entire screen. And I'll share the audio. Share. Share. Now can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. That was the problem last week. I couldn't get it to work. So state of play. Can't. My camera's right in the way of the scrubber. I can't see it. Let's look over here and lean. So skip ahead. Too far ahead. Crater City.
What's up with the audio? It's like coming through really choppy, I guess. Let me see.
I didn't watch this before. I didn't really pay much attention to it. I kind of like this cutscene, so we'll see.
Yeah, the audio's.
Is it too low?
It's just none of this is sequenced right. The
Oh, it may
audio
be
is
this.
really weird.
It may be the
And
stream.
it's
I
like
don't know.
really in and out, and then it's not even time to get at the right.
Anyway,
Yeah, big old refrigerator.
do what?
The robot. He's a fridge. A fridge with a fucking 50 caliber. All right.
This is very much a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. Pretty much a straight ripoff of Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so cinematic's not bad. Yeah, so here's the problem. I think this is going to be pretty much an Overwatch clone. Uh-oh. So yeah, this is Overwatch.
I'm not sure the audio is playing on the stream.
Come on, pause. Do what?
I'm not sure the audio was playing on the stream for the video.
Really?
Yeah.
It sure as shit ain't. You can hear it though.
Yeah. And it sounds awful. And it's not timed right with the video. Yeah, that's why it's probably not timed right with what I'm watching on the stream, because I'm watching it live or I'm hearing it live. And
right.
I'm watching
the actual stream.
Yeah,
so
the
brutal,
actual dude.
Well, the actual sound's not coming through. So okay, well that's a fucking bug we'll have to work out on Riverside, I guess. Anyway, basically that was kind of the showcase of what the gameplay is. It looks very Overwatchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Everyone's ripping off Overwatch.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. But nobody's actually playing Overwatch, so
I think Overwatch is pretty popular.
I don't know, man. I think it lost a lot of people. Overwatch 2 definitely got hurt. They hurt themselves with Overwatch 2.
Really?
Well, see, the whole big thing with Overwatch 2 is there's supposed to be like an offline single player story campaign or something like that, and then they were like, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and announce 2, and we're gonna keep working on the offline story mode. Then they come out like 6 months ago and was like, yeah, you know the offline thing we promised for 2, yeah, we're scrapping that indefinitely. Like that's just never gonna. And everybody was like, what the fuck? We all, why the fuck did you do this shit? So that's just Blizzard in a nutshell. They're fucking losers. They make shit games. Um,
I got the next Xbox will reportedly be a reference design for third-party manufacturers to make their own versions. I have no idea what the headline meant, but I know that it has to do with the next Xbox.
22,000 players on Overwatch.
The Xbox 2 co-host and Windows Central, Twitter X, to confirm the validity of a prior Discord leak, according to which Microsoft will have third-party manufacturers release their own versions of the next Xbox console, just like how there are already
Oh,
third-party controllers
oh,
available on the
that's
market.
that's actually kind of crazy. Send me that. Where's that at?
There we go. Copy. I guess I'll send it in
Yeah, I
Discord.
just sent this.
According to Corden, the next Xbox has a heavy Windows slant and will be a reference device for manufacturers making devices. He mentions that the idea is similar in theory to Surface Pro 11 being a reference device for AI PCs. He also brought up the Asus ROG Ally. Asus, MSI, and Gigabyte are likely to be among the OEM manufacturers that would receive a license to build their own variants of the next Xbox. And once their designs have gone through Microsoft certification, they would be clear to make and sell these units.
Yeah, so that's actually really cool. That's actually really awesome because um I'm not a huge Xbox fan, definitely not a Microsoft fan, but that's actually really cool that they're basically going to give their specs out to which let's be honest though, I mean you could already build a PC and play all these games anyway through Games Pass, but I guess if they can build, consoles or whatever, Gigabyte, ROG, or Asus, I suppose. Um, these other manufacturers that make graphics card third party, like Nvidia and AMD are your two. Like those are the base like models or hardware or whatever you want to call that. That of what in so Nvidia graphics card and AMD graphics cards, and Intel has one too, but let's not count them. Um,
Right.
but those are your two main ones. So you can buy an NVIDIA like Origin or whatever they're called, like Founders, whatever. Like NVIDIA actually sells those graphics cards, but the chipset is sold through Asus has them, Gigabyte, Aurora, MSI. All these have different that chipset is sold, and these different manufacturers actually make the graphics cards, and they make them customized with different RGB, and they all look different, and all have their little different spin or whatever. But if the actual console was going to be made that way, that's actually pretty cool. Uh, so basically, if they did that, then that kind of opens up a door for, let's say, Asus that makes the ROG Ally, which is a handheld version that competes with the Steam Deck, where you can play Steam games and stuff on it. Basically, it's just a portable, handheld computer, more or less. You can play your Steam games on. So if ROG made a console that you could just plug and play to your TV and then have access to Xbox Games Pass, then there you go. You can imagine, you take it to a different room, you take it on the road with you when you go on vacation or whatever. Um, Kind of a neat concept, honestly. That's actually really cool of Xbox to do. I do not give Xbox a lot of props. That's actually really neat. I said that Sony should do something similar to that when they were talking about the PS5.
Yeah.
I and right now they're actually releasing their games on PC more frequently. So that was another thing that I was going to bring up here, that Ragnarok release announcement, which is it's actually in the state of play that I had pulled up. Uh, where was that? Oh yeah, so right here. I think they actually announced, yeah, available for pre-purchase. Load.
I don't think anyone would be able to hear this.
Well, I don't want. I just want the screenshot. So you can pre-purchase God of War Ragnarok, which is the second God of War game, which just came out like last fall, I think.
Yeah.
Like it hasn't been out very long, and now it's pre-purchased on PC. It took almost 4 years for Ghost of Tsushima to come to PC. It took 3.5 years for the first God of War to come out on PC. But it seems like they're speeding up their release ports to PC much faster now. Ragnarok coming out. Frozen Wilds, Horizon Frozen Wilds, which is Horizon 2, is already on PC, which it came out much faster than the first game did. So anyway, so Sony's first party exclusives are coming to PC much quicker now. But I had said that Sony should do like day and date, much like how Xbox does, but with their own spin on exclusives. Either way, it's really neat.
Sounds like Xbox is just trying to be on every platform now. They're
I-
talking about
Yeah,
selling
yeah.
a
Well,
Nintendo.
it seems to me like Xbox is trying to become a Steam, basically.
Yeah.
They're trying to become a Steam type platform. They could be used on anything and whatever. My biggest problem with that is Microsoft trying to buy out these, because right now they've bought out several game studios and they've done nothing good. They bought out Activision, they bought out Blizzard, they bought out all these game studios, and they've done nothing but lay people off. And I don't know if they've actually started any new projects with these new game studios.
Yeah, the newest project that I know of, well, one project that I know of is the next Respawn first person shooter game that'll be part of the same universe as
Apex and Titanfall.
correct. And so that for me, super exciting.
Could
I want to
be
see Hammond Industries
could be
crumble.
really cool. Did you ever play Titanfall?
Oh yeah.
Did you
Well,
play
two.
Titanfall 2?
2.
Did you play the single player story mode or whatever?
I played a little bit of it, yeah.
I didn't play any of the co-op stuff.
But I've watched the history of the lore of it all, and
Yeah.
it goes into detail, and it literally shows all of the cutscenes, like
Yeah.
as it to try to make it like into a movie almost, from Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, and then they changed some stuff in either 1 or 2, and then they re-released it with different cutscene material, so it incorporated that. It's about a 45-minute video.
Yeah.
But it tells you the whole history of where everything came from, the origins, and it was really great. I really liked it because there's a lot of shit I didn't know. Holy,
yeah, but yeah. Getting back to this stuff, Respawn would be fun. Like I said, I'm just hoping. I did see a headline. I don't really pay much attention to Call of Duty right now. I just don't care. Like Call of Duty's,
oh yeah,
they've kind of ruined themselves to me personally. But I did see that the new Black Ops game that will be coming out will be day and date on Xbox Games Pass.
yeah.
So basically, you'll be able to buy. Which okay, so here's the thing. So there's a lot of microtransactions in these games now, right? So you rent the game on Microsoft Games Pass, and then you buy the Battle Pass or whatever. But now you have to keep renting the game, for $20 a month, or buy the game to be able to get the access to the other stuff that you spent money on inside said game that you rented, basically. Because if you stop paying your subscription, but you've also paid, for DLC stuff, microtransactions, battle pass crap or whatever, and then you stop paying your subscription, well, now you don't have access to any of that shit no more. You know what I mean? Not that it really matters. Like I don't have access. Well, I mean, I have access to the DLC shit that I bought for. Well, I guess I really probably don't, because it was Modern Warfare 2, and now that they've got Modern Warfare 3, I probably can't get any of the bullshit that I had spent money on for freaking Modern Warfare 2, because they dropped another title 10 months later or whatever. So fuck Activision, fuck Call of Duty, fuck all of them.
Rainbow Six fans are roundly booing the announcement of a new monthly subscription fee after 9 years and 2 months.
Ubisoft, go fucking figure.
One of Ubisoft's ongoing successes for nearly a decade shows no sign of slowing down, but this just in fact, The game set all new concurrent player records on Steam of more than 201,000, but not everyone is thrilled with the weekend announcement of a new subscription service for Siege called the R6 membership, which promises exclusive content drops, animated skins, and premium battle pass access for $10 per month. So that's 10 a month or $80 for the annual subscription.
Stop supporting
It'll
these games.
feature a
Stop.
complete remaster of the Recruit, the game's original operator, get a whole new look, and new attacker and defender archetypes will enable 2 different gadgets to be selected depending on the chosen role. In lieu of a new operator, premium battle pass owners will get a voucher that can be redeemed for any operator currently in the lineup. Those who already own all the operators in Rainbow Six will instead be given 600 R6 credits. This update will also nerf the defenders Fenrir and Solus, who were too strong in the matches and demanded significant attention from attackers. The number of FNAT and Dread mines Fenrir can now be reduced to 4, and they're no longer bulletproof,
I don't
while
want
the
any of those games.
duration,
I don't
range,
care.
blah blah blah. It's the addition, but it's the addition of the R6 membership that has people unhappy. For $10 per month or $80, subscribers get a continuous stream of premium content that keeps your
Yeah, I mean
with
they
the best exclusive
it
gear. It's
keep
pay
so
to
you
win.
it basically you pay for it's the same with any battle pass. You pay money and you're like, well, I need to keep grinding on said game, so you keep playing said game to try to earn the shit that you paid for. Because even if you buy the battle pass, if you don't actually pay or play the game, then you don't actually unlock any of the shit. So I've bought battle passes before, right? But I only played for like 2 weeks. So I lose out on all the content that I could have earned if I would have just played the game. But if I didn't want to play the game, then I just lose that money. So here's the thing, man. I'm not a huge fan of battle passes anymore. Like I'm out on them. Like
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
the difference is all these people with that. I mean, those are the successful ones are free to play games. This isn't, that's not a free game.
Well, they're free to play to a point. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
you got to pay for Rainbow Six for
right?
Siege.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
not. That's
Well, I think
bullshit.
Call of Duty's the same way. Like, you can earn in-game currency or whatever just enough to buy the battle pass, supposedly. The amount of hours you got to log into these games to grind that shit out. If you're, if you're a shit player like me that can't get 500 kills a fucking match or whatever and advance these fucking things. If you're just a regular old run of the mill player like most people are, it takes forever to grind these damn things out.
Okay, what is this? Okay.
I got an announcement for. Oh, here's some Sony news. Got. So supposedly Sony says the PS5 is its most profitable generation to date. I don't know how they're getting these numbers because they've been scarce for the longest time. You couldn't hardly get PS5s. But they're saying that they've made $106 billion, which I don't get it, man. No. PS5 generation has already hit 106 billion in sales, having almost caught up to the PS4's 107 billion generated. Operating income for the PS5 generation has also surpassed that of the PS4, having now reached 10 billion. Operating income?
Operator.
PS2 4 billion. So crazy. So crazy. Its top is It's the top slide of the presentation showing that our first 4 years PS5 generation has already hit 106 billion. Later in the presentation, PlayStation also boosted 118 million monthly active users on its platform. They don't have 100. Do they have they sold 118 million units? Is that what they're saying?
That's a lot.
On its platform across more than 9,000 games have released on PS5 and PS4. Okay, so it's between both consoles. That makes more. From more than 2,000 publishers. The games industry had a massive boom when the pandemic struck, and while it didn't do anything to help console sales, software sales rose dramatically across all platforms. Things have definitely slowed down. Console sales have risen thanks to the end of manufacturing constraints, blah, blah, blah. So the PS5 is making money, I guess. I thought consoles were losing money. shows what I know.
Yeah.
That's good. Good, I guess.
My last thing that I have is kind of crazy, but it just shows that there's that the American legal system is broken to even have allowed this lawsuit to happen.
Well, yeah. I
To
mean,
go.
it's clearly broken. Like, watch any
Parents
news.
and victims of the Uvalde
Yeah, I saw that.
school shooting, sue Activision.
Call of Duty.
But here's the thing. I actually read the whole article. Here's the thing. They didn't just sue Activision. An Activision response was
Oh yeah,
to
no,
the
they
point.
sued. Yeah, they sued a bunch of stuff.
Activision's response said many other countries have similar rates of video gameplay in the United States, yet do not to see similar rates of gun violence. The Uvalde shooting was horrendous and heartbreaking in every way, and we express our deepest sympathies to the families and communities who remain impacted by the senseless act of violence. Millions of people around the world enjoy video games without turning to horrific acts. We are saddened and outraged by senseless acts of violence. At the same time, we discourage baseless accusations linking these tragedies to video gameplay, which detract from efforts to focus on the root issues in question and safeguard against future tragedies. I mean, fuck. They had a pretty good responding, but they also
It's the thing,
sued
man. They
Facebook.
literally blame every single thing except themselves.
Yeah, they sued.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so
Like, can we sue
they
the? Can they?
sue.
Are they suing the FBI because the FBI knew about these shootings? Every single school shooting, every
So
single
they.
one. The FBI. Well, they was on a watch list. Well, then why the fuck didn't you do anything?
I mean, it's
Can we
horrible
sue
that
the FBI,
19
please, for them not?
children and
You
two
know?
teachers were killed.
Yeah,
And it is horrible. Instagram and its parent company Meta were also included in the suit.
that's what I'm
Also,
saying, man.
the gun manufacturer Daniel Defense for their alleged role in quote unquote grooming the teenager into becoming a shooter. Activision was described as being the most prolific and effective marketer of assault weapons in the United States, referring to alleged gun
Yeah,
product placement in Call of Duty
let's not
games.
take any responsibility for these children. None.
The
It's
suit
what
claimed that
they were exposed to, that parents, teachers, guardians, whoever the fuck let them be exposed to these things because they weren't actually parenting them. Let's not take any responsibility for that. Let's just blame every single other outside stimuli that we clearly let them fucking play and watch and have a Twitter account and have a Facebook account and all this stuff. And no, it's not the parents' fault. It's not the family's fault for that.
suit claimed
It's definitely not the law enforcement's fault for that.
The suit claimed that within a week of the gunman downloading Call of Duty Modern Warfare in 2021, he bought a gun that had been featured in the game and used in promotional material. Oh my.
I, you know, that was like the article we read a while back where it was like the mother was suing because the kid was too addicted and spent too much money on whatever stupid game they were playing. These games are just designed to be too addicted or whatever. Dude, yeah, they're trying to sell. They're trying to make money. Like they want to get them into people's. But it comes down to your personal responsibility to not buy that shit. To not buy into it. You don't have. You don't. You know. And I get it, gambling addiction and addictive personality things. That, especially when you're that young, it's very bad. It's very toxic. But that's why you're supposed to be a parent. You know, it might. Well, back in my day, when you did dumb shit, you got dumb prizes, and that's what's happening now. Except they just nobody wants to take accountability.
Yes. Sony removes blah 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 PlayStation, state of news.
I have another news story.
Oh man.
Yeah, actually have a returning favorite to the podcast.
Oh man.
So
Who you
the
got?
uh,
Podcast has favorites now? Just kidding.
yeah. So the favorite video game we all love to hate is announced a new character. Suicide Squad
Oh no.
has released this allegedly Mrs. Freeze design for the next Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. It is like purposely ambiguous. There's been rumors that this could be a trans character. Not really. Remember when Injustice 2, Mr. Freeze Originally lacked a helmet. Anyway, man, so this is yet more shit for a game that nobody plays.
Mrs. Freeze. Yeah.
So, in the comic books, Mrs. Freeze, what was her name? It's actually
Mrs.
Nora
Schwarzenegger.
Freeze
Oh,
is Mr. Freeze.
Mrs. Arnold.
Victor Freeze and Nora Freeze. So
Victor.
if you know what the actual origin to Mr. Freeze was, according to the animated series back in 1990, Nora Freeze contracted a disease. Uh, Victor Freeze, his wife, put her into a cryogenic state to prevent the disease from spreading. While he searched for a cure, he accidentally fell into a vat of chemicals and then turned into Mr. Freeze. Basically, more or less, is what happened. But the whole point was he used his abilities and whatnot to try to steal and save his wife. So he was like a redeeming villain in a way, where he didn't actually do it for evil, but he
Oh,
did
it's
it
DC. It's always.
to try to save. Now, there's been many other iterations of Mister Freeze. There's been ones where he was just a selfish like jewel thief, and there's been different iterations. But the one that I favored the most, and the one that most people would know from, was the Victor Freeze that was trying to save his wife. And then in a certain comic book series, Nora also
I
took
like
on the same type of
Icicle
powers.
Man. Icicle Man, the power of icicles.
Well, did you have you seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger Mister Freeze from the
Oh
Batman?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
why
The
don't you
guy
chill?
who the guy who designed his gun was friends with my dad,
Yeah.
the prop designer.
So anyway, but that also that Victor Freeze kind of falls into the same, like he's trying to save his wife. He's a villain, but he's a villain anyway. It's kind of a crazy deal. So
Nope.
so we've got Mrs. Freeze now, or supposedly, like they don't know. Like it doesn't even. It kind of looks like a woman, but I guess it kind of could be a man too. I don't really understand what this is for, and I also don't know if it's for anybody that's actually playing this game, because they're all of the 250 people that are still playing this game. Uh, so that was the reoccurring segment of Suicide Squad, still committing Suicide Squad on itself. Uh, we have an announcement for the new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 9. Revenant Shadows pops up on online along with PS5 versions of Code Veronica 0 and Resident Resi 5. No release dates yet. I guess this was a leak. Retail listing for Resident Evil 9 popped up on Play Asia along with PS5 versions of Code Veronica, Resident Evil 0, and Resident Evil 5. Um, while the remakes have long been rumored in development, former Revenant Shadows preliminary cover art. Oh, we're gonna have to fight fucking puppets and shit. Oh, that's Village. Still haven't played Village. Want to? I need to finish 7 though.
Village.
So yeah, so we got a possible Resident Evil 9 announcement, which is cool. Hopefully. So, are you a Resident Evil fan at all?
I was when I was younger. I played up until Veronica.
Okay, so I really got. I mean, I played 1, and then I played 3. I never did play 2 of the originals. And then I really got into the series when 4 came out. And I played through 4 a bunch of times. And then 5 I played with a buddy of mine co-opted. 6 was the one I skipped. I played a demo. I never really got into 6. And then I started playing 7 on stream a while back. I never did finish it. And then 8 came out. Anyway, so 7 and 8 went to like a first person mode instead of like an over the shoulder style game like most of your Resident Evil. Like this one was like more first person.
Yeah.
Which I'm wondering what 9's going to be. Is 9 going to return back to over the shoulder? Because the remakes that they came out with, which was 2, 3, and 4 of the actual like fully remastered, remade games, went to like an over the shoulder, graphically updated. 4 was fan fucking tastic. 3 was actually really fun too. It was just super short. Like I could beat 3 in like 4 hours.
Right.
So War
They were
4
fast.
was more of a fleshed out game. Um,
I stayed up all night as a kid playing them, and then I'd go to school and fall asleep.
yeah. So yeah, we got a Resident. And this looks like Leon Kennedy probably coming back. This definitely looks like a shadow of Leon.
Leon, let Claire kill.
So 7 actually had a new protagonist.
Claire must kill.
We actually haven't seen Claire since 2. Well, she probably so there was the other little side quest ones like Veronica and all these other that I never did play any like the non-mainline Resident Evil. So Code Veronica. There was several others I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, there was other, and there was like Jill Valentine popped in those, and Claire Redfield popped into those as well. But I didn't play them, so your mainline characters though Leon was in 4, Chris Redfield was in 5. 6 had everybody in it. 6 had Chris, Leon, and then another male character that I don't remember his name. Like he was some relation. Like he was a new protagonist too. And you played through like 3 different campaigns with 3 different pairs of people. It was a weird setup. And then 7 jumps to I forget this guy's name, but he's basically out looking for his wife, save his wife, and then 5 goes back to Chris Redfield again. I think, or not 5, but 8. So it looks like maybe 9 will be
James Redfield's brother,
back to Leon Kennedy.
Robert Redfield's cousin, and Bobby Bluefield's father-in-law.
Yeah, so that kind of runs through. I was gonna look at game trailers, but if my audio is all messed up, I'm not gonna watch any trailers. I guess I could. I guess I could have recommended watch. Check out. I did see that Elden Ring is back in the top of the Steam sales right now.
Weeks before the DLC releases.
Yeah,
pretty exciting.
There's that.
I actually got back on Elden Ring this last week.
I need to. I guess I need to read. Yeah, Elden Ring returns as Steam's top seller for a few weeks. Before the
fucking mind in that area where you have to light the 4 torches and there's an invisible guy chasing you around and there's archers shooting magic.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my god, dude! I forgot how brutal that fucking invisible guy was. It's like every time I would get close to getting to the next fucking, and I knew right where the fucking torches were. It's like, and then you finally found a way to avoid him, and you'd turn the corner, and the fucking archer would get you, and you'd fall.
You know, you can. You know, there's a way to uncover him, right? So there's a specific torch you get. It's like the spirit torch or some shit like that. If you hold that, when he gets close to you, he's not invisible. No. Like it reveals all invisible things.
So you can hold it in one hand and slice and dice in the other.
Yeah. So you can see
still
him
a bastard.
Oh no, yeah, those fucking assassin guys are shit. I hate them. And there's not just one.
There's 2.
Maybe 3, I think. And then and then those fucking sniper archers that shoot the homing missile arrows at you.
So brutal.
Yeah, that part sucked.
I wasted all my arrows. They did so little damage to those magic guys.
Yeah.
I bought a bleed build, so I just got to get in and slice.
Well, that's what I had too. I ran for the longest time. I quit. I actually respect my. After I beat the game, I went back through it and I was like, just power leveling, I guess, and trying to find all the extra bosses and stuff that I'd missed.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm back to I'm at like a holy build right now, like faith, where I can shoot.
My first blood build.
I ran blood build like I ran like the meta. You know, I was running dual katanas, rivers of blood. But the thing is, to get rivers of blood, you gotta get past that part you're doing. No, rivers of blood is it's in that part. It's in that part.
I have rivers of blood.
Yeah. It's in that.
But I also have some badass uchi katanas.
Yeah, I've got the. Did you get the great big long one, the super long one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a badass blood build.
I
Took me
got that one.
forever to beat the fire giant. Forever, months.
Oh, the fire giant.
I would.
Yeah, he was
Streamed
interesting.
it like 3 times live for like 3-4 hours each time, just losing my marbles fighting him.
Yeah, he was a bastard, that's for sure. I
Say
didn't
what
have
a
it.
bastard.
I got to the point though where I would use summons and stuff. The bleed build for the fire giant. The biggest thing was getting close to him in the fight without him, because he would roll and he would be like halfway across the map with that stupid roll he would do. No, I got to the point where I just started cheesing bosses. I didn't care. I wasn't like, oh, I'm not super skilled enough. I'm like, I'm summoning motherfuckers, having my summons kill them. I don't give a shit.
I don't care about nothing. I will kill this mother.
The biggest pain in the butt boss, no shit that I played was the one of the guys you had to get the other half of the key for that
Oh,
particular
the
island.
medallions.
Yeah, you had to get those 2 medallions to open the elevator to get to that specific thing. Where you had to fight that one dude that summoned 2 spectral knights,
Oh
and then
yeah.
you had to kill the spectral knights. Which, come to find out, you didn't even have to fucking fight them. If you knocked his health down to half, they would disappear. So if you could go
Oh
in
wow.
and wreck his shit fast enough,
I killed them first anyway. I didn't know that.
yeah. Well, they
They
would.
fucked you up
Oh yeah,
if
I
you
hate
don't.
it. I went through that fucking boss so many times. I could not kill that fucker. I finally got a buddy of mine to help me, like, come in and help me do that shit.
Yeah, I've played the game majority all co-op. That the game is co-op to me, so that's why I got the PlayStation Plus again, so I could play co-op.
I
Really
are
gotta
you?
get the PlayStation Plus just to play this right now. So
I thought you were gonna get it on PC, bro.
well, yeah, but I played it this entire time with Johnny from start. I mean, we beat the game completely on a strength build, and we have done almost everything on a magic build, Tim the Enchanter build, and now I'm on Swolina, who is a blood build, and they're not new game pluses; they're separate,
Right.
separate accounts. But so we played the game extensively, and I've done most of it all co-op.
Well, see, that's the thing, man. If you get it, and
In the beginning, I do a lot solo, but
we should
now it's
do
mostly
we should
co-op.
do the seamless co-op
Oh
mod.
yeah, with the mods. Yeah, I'm definitely down.
If you get it, we'll start new characters. We'll do seamless
Yeah, even
co-op.
though I've got it already on over there, I just got to keep my PlayStation Plus active to get it, and then get the DLC on that one as well. But I want to experience the beauty of it on this badass monitor with the plate with the PC, and it's
Mhm.
like I know the difference between Apex now, and I can just imagine the difference between all these other games. Like, sheesh.
Yeah, we're
I
good,
used to play
man.
on a shitty little TV, and when I got this big screen TV, and the first time I played Apex, and not only it's HD and everything, also I Lifeline loaded in my character, and she had freckles, and I was like, oh my god, Lifeline's had freckles this whole time. Like there was no sign of freckles on my other TV. It was
No,
just
no.
yeah. And
Resolution,
now that
man.
I'm on my monitor on my PC, it's like, oh my god,
Yeah,
Lifeline has
resolution makes a
pores.
big difference.
You can see everything.
Big difference. Yeah, not a super ton. Like, I watched the state of play. There was a couple cool announcements. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and pull them up. I'll just pull up the trailers. I won't actually play the trailers, but just to see them. Um. Uh, well, I had them pulled up and I closed them out. Check these out. So we got a few new ones. Oh, there's actually a couple new ones that popped up since I haven't watched these yet. So, Silent Hill 2 remake, I guess, was announced in State of Play. Of course, that Concord was announced. Until Dawn coming to PC. An Alien VR game. Path of Exile coming to
That Alien VR game looked pretty cool.
Dynasty Warriors. Don't really care. The Where the Winds Met looked pretty cool. It was like a Crouching Tiger,
Yeah,
Hidden
that looked
Dragon
badass.
style looking
It
game.
did look like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That one looks okay. Of course, the Monster Hunter Wilds like extended gameplay trailer and stuff looked really cool. Uh, I, d- I don't know if anybody else picked it up, but I was wondering. It actually sounded like your hunter had a voice and was talking to your handler. So I'm not. I'm a more recent Monster Hunter fan. Like I really got into Worlds, and I hadn't really played. I had never played any other Monster Hunter before that. I got into Worlds, and then I also played Rise when it released to PC. Um, but always your hunter was more silent, and definitely in Worlds was definitely a silent character. In Rise, they would speak, but they would speak in like quips, as like "Oh, look out," or kind of quips in the middle of a fight or something. Like they had like short lines. They didn't actually have any dialogue. Um, but it sounded like your character was having a conversation with your handler via comms or whatever. Um, so possibly we won't have a silent hunter this time, which would be really cool.
The
Um,
hunter speaks.
there was, yeah, I mean, so I can't wait. I'm gonna rewatch this, watch some breakdown videos of it later. People who actually broke it down. Infinity Nikki looks like a cross between like a Genshin and a Pal World and a photograph game. Like you just kept seeing him shoot pictures. Like you'd see the screenshot thing. I don't know. Not for me. Probably out. Ballad of Antara. This game looked pretty cool. Um, it definitely had a Souls like vibe to it.
Oh yeah, that game looks super cool.
Of course, Astrobot actually looked good. I don't know if it's a game that I would really be super interested in,
Yeah,
but it looked
it
pretty
looked
good.
fun though.
Skydance's Behemoth, which was definitely like a Shadow of Colossus looking game, but it's a VR game.
I look
Um,
all the VR games look really cool.
yeah, the only problem with them is I don't know if they're actually that good or not.
Yeah.
So
And
we got 3 new trailers that popped up since I closed this window before, and these
High
trailers
Jump
six
2.
6 minutes 48 and an hour ago. Got High Jump 2, which is a top
Old school
down
looking
retro
game.
looking game. The Readyverse.
Retro revival! The retro
Oh, what is it,
appreciation
like building
continues.
stuff? Hellbreach
Take
Vegas.
my
Oh, this was the
pixels.
one we watched this trailer before. This is the one that had like a countdown or some shit. It
Oh yeah, we watched that.
was
I
like
saw
you
that.
run through and you try to kill as many people or something like that. Astor Blade of the Monolith.
The Blade of the Monolith. It was some good looking games coming for Sony, and definitely Dungeons and Dragons definitely going to be a good one as well.
Well,
Have
it's
to be.
Dungeons and Dragons Cross Destiny 2. I don't really understand what this means. You hush,
It's
Ajax.
it's crazy because Destiny 2 is dead.
Well, they just came out with their newest expansion. What was it called? I've already forgotten what it's called.
The Destiny 2, the newest expansion.
No, it was oh god,
We,
what
did,
oh
we
fuck.
decided to just go with the simple name this time.
No,
It's
what was
called
it called?
the latest expansion for you to give us your money for.
Destiny 2 uh
We called this the Apex
why?
Legends season. The next season, give us your money, bitches.
Yeah, basically. No, it was Destiny 2 The Final Shape. That's what it was. Fuck, why did my brain stop?
Final shape.
And I was like all I can think of when I hear that is The Final Shape of Water. The stupid movie where that woman fucks a fish or whatever years that came out years ago. I didn't watch it. I just heard about it a lot. Battle
Lady
Operation
fucks
2
the
Mobile
fish.
Suit Gundam. Watch this. I think that was the
You know,
mobile game.
the taxpayers through NASA funded a giant, what you could call a scientific aquarium that was underneath the house, and the scientist that lived in the house and was conducting the experiments
New No Man's Sky
with the dolphins ended up
content.
having ended up fucking the dolphin and they for years, and it's pretty crazy that NASA paid for all that to happen. But ultimately, they the reason was to try to learn how to communicate with dolphins. They thought it might be a way to communicate with extraterrestrials or something. I don't know. There's something going on there. You ever have are interested in learning about when NASA paid to have a lady have sex with a dolphin for years? It didn't. She wasn't supposed to be having
You've went
sex with
off
the
on a
dolphin,
tangent, bro.
but she started having sex with that dolphin. Let me tell you.
You went off on a tangent.
Well, is it going
Uh,
to be a short one this time?
it might be Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers official announcement trailer. Okay. Try to see if there's anything I want to like deep dive into. Bunch of man, there's a bunch of trailers that just come out within the last few days.
Well,
Most of them I don't really want to. And this is official. Like I've fought one of these things before. Hit Rumble. You can be a tennis manager, which you've always wanted to be.
I've already been one. I managed the most successful Pete Sampras uh, when I was in just a small tyke, and I was what you call a prodigy, a tennis prodigy, and I was too young to enter the contests, but Pete Sampras saw the skill within me and paid me enormous sums of money to teach him my ways. And I led him to stardom, riches, fame, and yeah, he basically owes it all to me.
Good,
So,
good for you.
unfortunately, after my horrible tennis accident, I lost memory and all of my skills in the tennis sport, so I no longer able
Okay.
to be part of that. I also during that time developed amnesia and am no longer able to access those bank accounts. So
Fun. So I definitely need to work on as far as the stream stuff goes. I need to work on the audio for these shareable stuff. I don't know why it's not coming through. It should be if I'm sharing the audio to you, and I can hear it, and Riverside's pulling up. That should be broadcasting. I'm gonna try. So what I'm gonna do next week? I'm gonna download StreamYards, or not, maybe not download or whatever, but I'm gonna try StreamYards next week, which is another program similar to Riverside. I'm gonna try them, test them out, see which one I want to pay for, because I may end up. I do like this setup between the two of us. I do like this. It's so much easier than trying to switch between the scenes on Streamlabs.
yeah,
Um, so we'll see if I make a jump to these other ones more
yeah, I like
permanently.
the Riverside. Welcome in tonight on Intelligent Aces podcast. We're live on Riverside.fm studio
So
and Twitch.
it's definitely fine. The OBS is better for like your plugins and stuff, your sound alerts and all that stuff. Like you can't really do those on these programs for like stream alerts or whatever. I don't think you can. Um, so maybe you can. Maybe there's a way. Maybe I need to watch some videos or whatever. See. So I
We
may
could
try
do it.
around with StreamYards next week. Whatever. Yeah, man. Kind of blew through the news. Don't really have much
Not a
else to
lot
talk
of
about.
not a lot of gaming stuff. I mean,
Wasn't
besides the state of play today, today was the day
Yeah,
for
I
state
was
of
looking at
play.
gaming news, and it really wasn't that many articles between this week and last week. Um,
But let us tell you, between now and Thursday, if there aren't any headlines, we're going to get out there and make them ourselves. So stay tuned for either way, all the latest headlines or us being in the headlines. That's what you can expect every week as we approach the half a year milestone.
yeah, getting close. We definitely need to get some more guests on too. Like we need to talk about because I kind of want to push this to see how many people I can get on here.
Yeah.
make it like an actual panel show. Of
I
course, there's a
will.
bunch of internet stuff going on these days. Not really falling in our realm. Um, there's that Furiosa movie came out. Nobody really cares, I guess. Uh,
Yeah, I don't even know what you're
Another Mad Max movie without Mad Max in it.
talking. Oh, I did hear about the new Mad Max
Yeah.
movie because of the Fortnite stuff. That's right.
Valve's new game Deadlock gameplay has been leaked. We're rolling back around to 7 days ago. Yep, pretty much everything. More or less covered everything this week. Bungie wins Destiny cheat lawsuit. Okay. 2K will develop the next FIFA game, leaker claims. Means EA's losing that. Here we are alone. Uh, so yeah, it looks like Cyberpunk, which I think we announced last week, a couple weeks ago, that nobody's officially working on Cyberpunk anymore. So get your mods in now because they won't be fucking it up again. Cool. Well, Nico. Nico, never alone, Ace. Yeah, I'm always alone. Lonely. How's it going, Nico?
One is the loneliest number that you
I need
ever
another monitor.
knew.
I need another monitor to keep up with everything. So supposedly, also there's a way to pop your chat from Streamlabs over to like Riverside. I think I don't know how to do it. I think there's a way to do that. I wonder if Nico's in the virtual reality space right now. Yeah.
Man,
Just left. She just left.
I'm alive.
You're alive. I'm getting wore out.
Yeah, I'm pretty. This has been a rough week.
Yeah, my week's been pretty crap. Pretty crap.
It's been a rough week. But I think Apollo's doing a lot better now. He's a good boy.
Well, hopefully the storms pretty much pass. A lot of storm damage up north. My folks, they left Sunday. They were down, and then they left and went back home. Had some cousins. Nobody was hurt, thankfully. But like some trees and stuff fell on houses and whatnot up near where I'm from, and got a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Tornadoes. Bunch of videos and stuff of shit being torn apart. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Well, now we're talking about the weather, so I think that's probably a good time to bounce. So yeah, we'll be back again with episode number 25 next week. Hopefully more gaming news. Hopefully we'll have a guest on where we can bounce some more ideas off of and talk more about whatever, whichever.
We will have guests.
And
or we could just interview Aya the whole time.
Yeah, we haven't talked to Aya in a while. Nobody ever talks to Aya anymore. She's probably lonely. I don't even know if I turned her on, but I don't know if it's working. What the hell?
Yeah, you can't hear any of that. Like the stream can't hear it.
Can you not hear it? Oh no! It's not. I can hear it, but I don't know. It's in the mixer, bro. I don't have it. Hang on. Maybe it'll come through now, but it's a little late. But yeah, no, I've muted. I don't know. I fuck with my audio, and I think I might have cooked it, bro.
It's all good. Let's just call it.
Sounds good to me, man. We'll see you again next week.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Everyone
you.
have a good week.
We will see you all next Thursday, episode 25. Later.
Wait.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out another episode of Intelligent Aces Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe here on YouTube and go follow us on Twitch and X. And all the rest of our socials will be posted down below. Thanks.